everyone, this is One Gorgeous Godzilla, and I hope you all had a wonderful week since my last update. But today I am coming to you for my week 16 post-operative vertical sleeve gastrectomy update. I know usually I try to look like I at least took some effort in getting dressed, but believe it or not, this is actually what I wore to work today. One of my coworkers said, "You look like you are 12. Really? 12? Really? So, I've been under the weather, and once I get to my stats, it will show. But I don't know if I'm running myself ragged, trying to do everything for everybody. Is it the weather or what it is? But I just haven't been feeling like myself at all this week. To the point that I haven't been getting in my protein like I should, getting my water in like I should, doing anything, just trying to feel better, or just feeling so run down that all I wanted to do is go home and lay down and go to sleep, because that's what I do when I don't feel well, sleep. But without further ado, let's get to the stats, shall we? I started this journey at my highest recorded weight of 259 pounds, which was essentially when I started my pre-op diet. On the date of surgery, which was August 19, 2013, I weighed 248 pounds. Last week, I weighed 209.9 pounds. And this week, I gained 0.7 pounds, which brings me to 210.6 pounds. So, it's like 2 steps forward, step back. But, I don't know, I'm not really surprised that the scale is, didn't really move, or in fact went up, because I haven't been doing all of the things that I've been doing. I'll admit it. I just haven't felt like doing it because I feel crappy. And when I don't feel good, I don't really care about anything but going to sleep and feeling better. I'm just going to be honest about that. So that's where we are. I don't know if I'm going to actually get to my goal of Wonderland before the end of the year. It would be a Christmas miracle indeed if that happened. So, you guys, wish upon a star, talk to Santa Claus, do whatever you can to help me get to my goal. But I somehow suspect that, barring a Christmas miracle, I don't think it's going to happen. It's looking slimmer and slimmer, especially given that I gained weight this week. Now that we've got that ugliness out of the way, let's discuss what have I been up to this week. Well, Saturday, when it was like 20 freaking degrees, I decided to go to a party, believe it or not. And I wore, I always have to tell you what I wore. I wore a dress that I cannot believe I had the unmitigated gall to put on. I, One Gorgeous Godzilla, wore a red dress. Now, you don't know me like that, but I don't wear red because it seems like it's such a look at me type color. In my entire life, I can only recall owning one red dress, a red silk Banana Republic dress that I still love, in a size 16. But this dress was long, it was form-fitting, it had a split all the way up to my knee. I felt like a little hot tamale. And and that's really all I can say about it. I felt so hot. Dare I say? Yeah, I said it. I felt hot. And as I went to this event premiering like a little show that they're trying to film in my area regarding women in the South, particularly in Mississippi. I can't believe that. Somebody just... Really? Anyway, I decided to do a little split comparison against other form-fitting type dresses that I've worn, in the past couple of weeks. And to me, it looks like my upper body is just getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And my lower body is kind of like, girl, bye. It is like, I don't know if it's dyslexic, what is it doing? But it just seems like my lower body doesn't really change much. So, I guess it will always be a source of consternation, but at some point it has to go. I mean, I can't be skin and bones on top and this just not move. At some point, it will get with the program. I don't know how much dancing, jumping, running, walking a girl has to do, but at some point it is going to take. I have to believe that. Also, this was a weird week because I had a lot of NSVs. Now, for those of you who are new to the lingo, an NSV is a non-scale victory, or something that is celebratory that may not necessarily correlate to a number on the scale. For instance, this week, everybody and their mama at my office noticed I lost weight. Everybody. There was not a day that I did not go into work this week where someone didn't say, "Are you losing weight? Are you losing weight?" My boss was like, "Is there a man in your life?" I really wanted to say, hell no, because clearly I'm not at my relationship weight, which is higher than this weight. But she said I was looking good. Even my office hater slash frenemy sent me a personal message saying, "I just want to say, keep up the good work with that weight loss. By the spring, you'll look like a teenager." And this is from my frenemy, so I know this is the same girl who said, "What, you lost 5 or 10 pounds when I lost like 20. So for her to even acknowledge it was like significant. Even the office, you know how there's always one at the office that just doesn't have time for the BS and basically tells it like it is. And so I was doing something and she was just like, "Excuse me, but haven't you lost a ton of weight?" I love it. And I just, basically said, "Yes, I've been trying to lose weight. I've been working out. I have a trainer. I've been trying to eat properly because I'm just going to remind you, the people at my work don't know." So I guess if they stumble across this video, cat's out of the bag. Oops. Something that I have been very hesitant to do the whole time that I've made videos, because I am definitely afraid I'm going to leave someone out. But I wanted to take the time to give some shout outs to my viewers, namely Teresa B, Rosie from Texas, Samantha R, Gary C, Bobby in Altoona, and Siobhan P. You know who you are, and I didn't want to use your full name just in case you're living on the DL and people don't know that you've had this surgery. I know that most of you all either just had surgery or about to have surgery, so I wanted to extend my best wishes for a very speedy recovery. And I also wanted to take the chance right now to give special recognition and kudos to one of my viewers, Dwayne the Awesome, who sent me pictures of his 5 weeks progress. Which guys are doing it, and they are doing it so big, and it just makes me like excited to see all of the progress that you guys are making. So big up to you. Give me some. What happened, but last week seemed to have been the week of the international viewer. First of all, I cannot believe there are people in America that watch my videos. We'll start there. But the fact that there are people outside of this country that somehow found my channel, watch them, and then have the audacity to write to me is just completely amazing. Simply amazing. So I'd like to take this time to give a big ni hao and namaste to all of my international peeps. And I'd like to extend a heartfelt merci, arigato, obrigado, danke, and muchas gracias to you all as well. However, please do not write to me in your native tongue, because other than Latin, a language nobody speaks anymore, and un poco español, I am very much illiterate. Let's get to the topic of this week's update, which is how to make sure that you're getting all of the necessary things you need while saving money after weight loss surgery. No matter what procedure you decided to have, chances are you have to take definitive measures now to make sure that you're getting adequate vitamins, minerals, and protein to ensure that your body continues to function normally. I myself do myself a solid every day and make sure that at least I did something to make sure I got the protein in, which is typically I have a shake for breakfast or a Quest bar, like my mid-afternoon snack or something like that, just to, just in case I, for whatever reason, don't do anything else. At least I gave myself this jump in ensuring that I get enough protein in accordance with what my nutritionist suggested for me after surgery. However, these things cost money. Money, 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 money. I'm not sure if I hadn't had the surgery, I wouldn't lose weight just because I'm too broke to go out and eat. Just my liquid protein alone, I took a picture of it, all the liquid protein I had in the house, and I counted up how much it cost, and it was like $200. $200, guys. That's not including the bars. That's not including the bariatric vitamins. All of that costs money. So I was on boards on the Facebook and on these various boards, and people were talking about ways that you could save money. So I decided, hey, why haven't I thought of that? I am the queen of balling on a budget. I mean, seriously. And why haven't I ever thought about exploring ways to save money in this respect? Well, I wanted to start off by saying that I am not paid by any of the companies that are mentioned in this video to discuss them. So, no, people, the fix is not in. But I also was kind of torn about discussing, you know, various things that you may be interested in, because just talking about them may seem like I am endorsing or suggesting you do it or suggesting you don't do it. I just want to inform people and leave the choice up to you, really. So I was really debating, do I want to talk about this, do I not? And at the end of the day, I decided that I would treat you all like I treat my clients if you were to come in and ask me this very question, or something along those lines, because I don't think I'll ever get this question at work. But this is what I would say if asked. As long as you are operating within the confines of the law, there is no right or wrong decision for you. However, one option may be better suited for you than another option. However, that is depending upon a number of factors, with each factor varying from person to person. My role is merely to advise you of some options that are currently available to you and discuss the pros and cons associated with each choice. However, the decision to act or not to act ultimately is yours and yours alone. And now I am done with that. So, the first thing I wanted to talk about was Premier Protein. I buy Premier Protein from Sam's. You can also buy it at Costco, and I get, I'm gonna pay over $20, and I only get, I think, 16 or so of those Tetra carton things. Lo and behold, I have found out that Dollar Trees all across America have Premier Protein, and guess how much it costs? $1. $1, y'all. All over America. So run, don't walk to your local Dollar Tree and look and see if you have Premier Protein. Not everybody likes Premier Protein, I will say, but if you are one of the millions that seem to like it, myself included, it would be awesome if you could score a case or so for like 12 bucks. It is insane. Also, one person that was on Facebook found the 1-800 number to the Dollar Tree and called and ordered it, like over the phone, and just paid $4.95 for shipping. So I'm going to include that information in the info box that's associated with this video. I'll even include the SKU number or the item number, so just in case your Dollar Tree doesn't have it, and I have been stalking the ones in my area like a crazy woman, you can still get your hands on it. Option that is available to you if you decide to use it is a company called Insure Nutrition, and that is spelled Insure, I-N-S-U-R-E, nutrition.com. What this company does is it basically bills your insurance company for your liquid protein and other things after weight loss surgery. So how does that work? Because when I heard that, my little ears went, you mean to tell me my insurance company will pay for this stuff? Any idea how many hats and matching leg warmers I can buy with that kind of money, people? Do you? Oh, apparently, yes, they will. You have to find out if you qualify by going online to insurenutrition.com, and you enter your doctor's information, and I believe your insurance information as well. what they do is basically, if they find out that you qualify, they will fax a prescription to your doctor, who is typically your bariatric surgeon. And they will fax a prescription for liquid protein, for liquid vitamins, in addition to some kind of scar cream. Apparently, Insure Nutrition also has a pharmacy that is associated with it, where they compound these things themselves. So they make the scar cream and they make these liquid vitamins. They fax the prescription for liquid vitamins because most doctors or insurance will not cover chewable vitamins, because you can buy those over the counter. But if you are approved and the doctor fills out the paperwork, they will mail you a 6-month supply of liquid protein, and you have a choice between 2 kinds. OptiSource high protein drink, which comes in caramel and strawberry, or Premier Protein, which comes in chocolate or vanilla. Now, when I heard this, I was immediately suspicious. And so I got to calling Insure Nutrition, just to be sure that this was legit and on the up and up. And the lady sounded very nice, and she explained exactly what I told you. But of course, me being me, I didn't trust her. I had to go on Facebook and try to find people who've actually received these things, because in my mind, I'm just envisioning like the bariatric version of government cheese, like some kind of little rinky-dink protein drink, like held together with rubber bands, you know, just no name brand protein. So I harassed people that did not even know me, and I instant messaged them, and they were all very nice, and they explained that yeah, it's legitimate Premier Protein, it's all legit. And I was like, well, hell, this is the answer to my prayers. So I too filled out a form to try to see if my insurance company would do it, because there's certain companies that seem to have success with this, like Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, I think Cigna even, but I'm not sure. There probably are others that, you know, they work with. But why not take a chance? What's the worst that can happen? They say no, and I end up paying for it anyway. Due to the influx of applicants, it normally takes 4 weeks or so to hear back. But yes, it is indeed an actual thing that uses legitimate products, that has a pharmacy that uses legitimate, you know, people. It is not like made in somebody's kitchen in Mexico somewhere. So I was so excited. However, I later found out that there is some controversy associated with Insure Nutrition, because while you do get your protein, you shakes, you do get your scar cream, and you do get your liquid vitamins free of charge, apparently what they charge your insurance company is rather high. Some would say it is like gouging. I don't necessarily know what it is, because I have not been approved. I don't get an explanation of benefits. I haven't received anything like that. This is just what I've been hearing from other people. So some people are, you know, opposed morally, because why should this company charge so much money for things you could probably readily or easily obtain just by going to Sam's or wherever. However, the more I thought about it, I was like, well, 1, I pay a lot of money for my insurance. 2, how is what they do any different from pharmaceutical companies that charge insane amounts of money for medication that people so desperately need, or hospitals that charge insurance companies like thousands and thousands of dollars, $50,000 for gastric sleeve surgery, when you could just go to Mexico or wherever, or the Dominican Republic, and get it done for like $5,000 to $8,000. How is what they do any different? Not saying it's right, not saying it's wrong. I'm just putting it out there and letting you make the decision for yourself. Another resource that is helpful, or I thought that I would inform you guys of, is called the Recover program. It is done with Bariatric Advantage Vitamins and the Obesity Action Coalition. What this program is a program that provides bariatric nutritional supplements like the calcium chews, your multivitamins, and all of that free of charge. And I've included links to that company and that program below as well. What that is you just fill out the application, you send it to your surgeon fills it out and faxes it to them. And what they do is they give you a 90-day supply of of all sorts of things. The chewables, the calcium citrates with the vitamin D, all sorts of things, free of charge. It seems to be based upon need. But since I've reached all people from all walks of life, I don't know who needs. I am needy, but not greedy. So I did not apply. But there may be some of you out there that do have a need. And there we go. I've told you. Of course, if you do not have a need, please don't apply. It always takes one person to mess it up for everybody else. And I don't want that person to be you. So, I put the information in my info box. If you are accessing that website over your phone, please change it to full website or full view or whatever it's called, because I tried it from my cell phone and for the longest I couldn't figure out why was I getting nothing, why this application wasn't coming up. Please enable it to full website and then put the link in, and it should take you to a PDF that you can use to fill out. So that is all of the information that I have on various ways that you can save money while making sure that you are getting your protein in and getting your vitamins in as well. I hope it was of some use to you. Hopefully next week I will be feeling better, and I hope everyone has a good week. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.